Good news. Let's see what's happening on your trip to work this morning. Go Transit, first of all. Had some bus problems earlier on, but right now, no delays, no problems at all. QEW, as we look at Fairview Street, Burlington, the 4AW, the QEW split, Walker's line, Guelph line, a little slow. And again, as you get through Burl Oak there, the HOV line was blocked up for a short time because of an accident, so they're just getting rid of the backlog right there. So again, as you head out this morning, grab your sunglasses and your toucan gloves because it's going to be sunny, but also cold. We'll update the whole situation in a few minutes. Bob?
All right. Hey, we're back with our pre-Oscar party, but Grey Goose is famous for the post-Oscar party. Right. Mixologist Trevor Burnett is joining us with some Grey Goose Oscar drinks so you can play the home game. Right?
Sure.
Oscar parties at home. Big weekend for the Oscars.
That is the time. You sit in front of your big screen TV and you just party yourself.
But tell us about the big party. This is huge because I remember last year, like it was the biggie. Like all the stars were at the Soho for this Grey Goose party.
Grey Goose has a big Soho House party. It's like an after party that we have in LA.
It's the one to be at.
That's the one where all the A-list stars are going to be. Mickey Rourke, J-Lo, Elton John.
You sure that's a good idea, letting Mickey Rourke in?
Yes.
Well, he was there last year, and you didn't wind up in the news. So.
Exactly. Yeah. You saw a couple of photos online. There's photos online.
Yes. Yeah. But it's a huge thing. And actually, the brand, give us a background. Of course, it comes out of France and has a huge history, though.
Correct. Well, Grey Goose is a relatively young brand. However, it is from Cognac.
But in terms of the distilling or the people there, it's out of Cognac.
Right. So we use master distillers who've had years and years of expertise in distilling, and especially Cognac is such a prestigious spirit. We've now used them to create Grey Goose vodka.
And you're right, the brand has just exploded in the last 10 years.
Absolutely. It's gone straight to the top.
Yeah. So, so here's our Oscar party drinks. What are we making first here?
First, we're going to make the Golden Goose.
Okay.
Right? Golden Goose is made with Grey Goose vodka, Martini Bianco vermouth, a little bit of sweet ginger juice, Yutsu juice, a couple of dashes of Angostura bitters, and we're going to top with soda at the end. All right?
All right, let's put this puppy together.
Okay, the first thing I like to do is ice the glass. All right. Add the best stuff first, the Grey Goose. So we're going to measure a little bit of the vermouth. I try to use a measure as often as possible, simply because that way you can have consistent drinks. Okay?
Being a relatively young brand, just in terms of vodka, what's the difference in terms of the taste as opposed to maybe some of the Russian varieties?
Well, the Russian varieties have a tendency to be a little bit stronger. Russians like their vodkas a little bit with more strength. With Grey Goose vodka, it's very smooth. That's what it's really known for.
Right.
All right. It's actually got a little bit of an almondy after finish, I guess you could call it, and that's because of the wheat. All right, the wheat that they produce is from a region called the breadbasket of France, and that's the region where all the famous pastry chefs in France get their wheat, and it's a fresh. It's kind of like a fine French winter wheat. All right.
Okay.
I'm going to top that with some soda here. And this is the best part. All right, because it is the Academy Awards. Everybody wants the golden statue. We're going to top that with some of these gold leaves.
Golden Goose.
There you go.
All right. So the A-list will be enjoying this one.
That's right.
Okay.
So you can have a sip of that if you like.
Okay, sure. Back to the E-list.
Sure, of course.
Oh, gee. See, that's untold. That's a neat. Boy, here's an embarrassing Oscar moment.
Look at that right there.
Yeah, boy.
All right, so we're going to have you help me on the next one.
Okay.
All right, Bob? Keep it together.
Yeah.
Keep it together. All right, we're going to make next is... You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay,
it's all over my tux.
All right, this is the Dreamweaver.
Yeah.
All right, the Dreamweaver, we're going to shake. So you mentioned James Bond earlier. I'm going to have you play James Bond.
Well, yeah, because you're an expert mixologist, so let's get the goods here just in terms of shake and not stir it. Actually, stirred is preferable in terms of vodka, right?
Well, if you want to keep the water out of your martini, it's best to stir because you're being more gentle.
Yeah, it's the bruising.
Vodka. Exactly. It's called bruising. You're very familiar with this stuff,
well, yeah, I've just heard the debate before.
Okay, right, of course.
Yeah.
Well, you want to make sure you don't bruise the spirit by shaking that ice. The smaller the ice is, the quicker it melts. So think of it in terms of a punch bowl. Punch bowl has a big block of ice in there, so that it can last longer.
Yeah.
If you have something like crushed ice, it melts immediately. You know, like in those blended drinks.
Yeah.
So it gets watered down very quickly.
Or perhaps not debate, but preference, because again, it affects how strong it is or how.
It's all preference.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like if you want your martini with a lot of vermouth or less vermouth. It's just relative.
So James Bond's a big wuss, is what you're saying.
Pretty much.
He wants it shaken. He wants it softened.
Of course.
Watered down.
The new guy.
The new guy. Yeah, the guy with the big ears.
Yeah.
Better not.
Sean Connery's okay though.
Big ears, and he likes his vodka weak. Okay.
So we're going to add a little bit of the ice to the shaker here.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's also key. You want to have really great tools if you're hosting an Oscar party.
Yeah.
You want people to see that you've gone to a little bit of trouble to make things look professional. We're going to add Grey Goose La Poire. This is a pear-flavored vodka. Right? This is Grey Goose's finest. We use the Anjou pear. You can see a few of the...
So in terms of price point, too, in terms of at the LCBO.
In terms of the LCBO prices?
Yeah.
It's around $40 a bottle, depending on what size you want.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to add a little
we got 40 seconds to put this...
Okay. So now we're going to add a little bit of the rhubarb puree.
Okay.
Okay.
We've got a coffee chaser coming from Laurie and Dundas.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And again, greygoose.com is the website for more recipes. And
this is green tea.
Oh, okay. That'll be great.
All right.
Yeah.
A couple of dashes of absinthe. I'm sure you're familiar with absinthe.
Yeah.
Then we're going to add a little bit of simple syrup or gum syrup.
Now we can't decide.
Sweeten it.
Yeah.
Terrific. Now what I want you to do is shake that up.
Yeah.
James Bond?
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Then we're going to strain it over ice.
And it's a beautiful thing. And the Oscar party is about to begin. All right. Hey, thank you so much, Trevor. GreyGoose.com. Laurie will be coming up later with the coffee because it's a great stop in Dundas.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers. Hey, thanks very much.
No problem.
Okay, have a fun Oscar weekend. Speaking of the Oscars, we've got Bonnie from Trivia Magazine. She's spoken with all the stars. We've got some of her interviews coming up.
Transportation for guests of Morning Live is provided by Symphony Limousine, delivering that touch of luxury with the ultimate in customer service. This CHCH program is brought to you by the Tony Award-winning musical, The Secret Garden, on stage now at the Royal Alexandra Theatre.
Sunday on CHCH, LeBron James and Dwayne Wade look to derail Garnett and the Celtics.
Wow!
Then Kobe Bryant and Dwight Howard go head-to-head as the Lakers take on Orlando. Sunday at 1, the Heat versus the